So that's Mom and Nana at the Grand Canyon. I just wanted her to have something a lot more thoughtful. Just a lot more subtle of a way to have her close by than like, you know, because she was gonna get a thumbprint. She's getting a thumbprint necklace, and I'm like, it's really sweet, and I love it, but sometimes that's too obvious as to what it is. And so if she ever wants something more subtle, she's got the more subtle option now. And it wasn't that expensive. To be honest with you, it really wasn't that expensive. So you can always find coupons for them, but like their shipping takes a little bit of time. So you gotta be patient. But they have them in different colors and different styles. So you don't have to just do the heart. You could do a different shape. You could just do a circle and just have it be like a circle stone. So it's like really plain and no one will ever ask you about it. But it's really sweet. Mommy Frog! Hello! Exclamation point, welcome our raiders! Hello, sweetheart! How are you? How was your stream? Gothic hippie, I'm trying. My breaks on this are like off camera. And the other thing is as well, there's a lot more. As I hack up along, oh no! Oh no! No, I'm so sorry. How was stream though? Are you okay? You played in Soundbind. Oh, that sounds like a fun time though. I appreciate you coming in here and hanging out. If you don't follow Mummy Frog is a friend of the channel. Make sure you go and drop a follow and send the love. I love scary games. I love watching other people play scary games. I do very bad with scary games, but I love watching other people play them. So I'm gonna have to come and watch you play that. But we were actually just talking about quilts because I'm gonna be making a quilt out of my Nana's old shirts. And Sobel sent over a pattern that their parents did at one point, and it was this one. So very similar to the one that we're gonna end up doing. This is really well done. That quilting pattern is really pretty too. I like that. That is just really well done. Mom paced, dad quilted? That's absolutely fine. Oh, absolutely. Mummy Frog, go and do your post-stream routine. You have been, busting your butt. Go do post-stream. Go relax. I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for coming in. That is really pretty. Kind of sad we aren't going to play Phasmophobia together. Emily, you and I might have to play that separately because something happening with all that, but we'll have to figure it out. I might need to have Frozen come in and do the tech for that. Because something's not right. Or I might have to see... There's a bougier idea of how to make it work, but I don't know if I can. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll send you a message after this and tell you. Yes, I recognize the name. Sobel. That name I absolutely recognize, because you know what I'm gonna go do is hit the like button. But the other part of all of this as well is that those shirts that you saw weren't the only shirts. I got a whole box. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's a whole box. And she had these folded up so small. So I have shirts and aprons and I have tons of her stuff. So we could probably do we can maybe do more, but I have to see how much these initial shirts are gonna give me. No worries, Sybil, you are absolutely okay. I love you. Go say hi to the boy for me. But we might be able to make another quilt depending, but I have to see how much this initial pull of stuff is gonna net me regarding pieces and all that. But anyway, it is kind of the end of the night, and I do want to go and make dinner for Frozen and myself. And so we are gonna go and see who's online right now and see who we can go and hang out with. There's really nobody super crafty I would like to go see. So I hope you don't mind if we go and raid a food channel, by the way. You love the palm tree one? I do too. That's a newer one for her. I did not recognize this one. I was like, damn, Nana. Like, damn. My favorite one of her new stuff, though. Y'all are gonna be obsessed. Hold the phone. I was like, hey. Get some style, Nana. Sam, have a good night. I love you, sweetheart. Mwah. Get some rest. But yeah, this is apparently a brand new one. It's all like pineapples. Go for it, Tanya. Love you. Mwah. But yeah, it's all pineapples. And I want to save this one for a totally different project. I have an idea. And I want to save this one for a specific project. Because I want to make a teddy bear out of this one. I want to make a teddy bear for myself out of this one. Like, it's super selfish, but this is like the one I want to... I never saw her wear this, but like, this is awesome. So anyway, we're going to go and hang out with our friend, not my friend, but somebody I really admire on this platform. And, oh my God, Frank, what's up, my dude? How are you? It's so good to see you. Lurkin? I'm gonna have to come and hang out with you one of these days because I haven't been able to catch you. Stormy Girl, no worries, babes. I appreciate you. I was too busy to say hi earlier. No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I gotta come hang out with you, though. You've been streaming and stuff, too. You keep it so busy all the time, and we miss you. Frozen and I miss the hell out of you, dude. And I need to send you a link to something anyway. So I gotta DM you anyway. So this is a good reminder for me. But we're gonna go and hang out in one of, Oh, Frank, you don't know. Honey, we left. We left 3 years ago. But if you go down to AZ, you let us know. You let us know when you go down, and we'll see if we can go and we can time it so we can all meet up. Because if we're coming back for a friend visit, that makes sense. I won't go back for other things. But if we're gonna come down and like have a meet and greet with the friends, hells yeah. But we're gonna go hang out with our friend who is actually cooking right now. She's not a friend. She's actually somebody I admire on this platform. Her name is Trisha, is a birdie. And if you recognize the name at all, that is the individual who was on Next Level Chef. I know I just posted the raid call, but let's skip it for tonight. Go ahead and skip the raid call. We're just gonna go hang out We don't need to go be as loud.